for this matchup, and he says that he incorporated a little bit more strength and conditioning than usual into his program. We got the Muay Thai style of Mitsati going against that Filipino Wushu style of Joshua Pacio. Contrast the style should make for entertaining action, though.
Clinch up for the first time. Pacio, big takedown, side control.
Beautiful change of directions. Right as he got that leg, Mitsati was defending one way and Pacio took him the other.
The final match of our prelims, just glancing around this massive arena, and we're about 90% full.
Look how heavy Pacio is. You can see Mitsati had the underhook and he tried to hip bump, but Pacio remained heavy and was able to transition into mount. This is where those submission skills are going to come in real handy for Pacio. Full mount, has the legs, grapevine, soften him up.
This place will be jam-packed in about 20 minutes, half an hour's time. And they are watching Joshua Pacio in control, full mount on Pongsari Mitsati in the opening round. There's the right hand from Pacio. Already one win on the board tonight for Team Philippines, courtesy of Rene Catalan with an upset over Stefan Rahadian. Drops the elbows now, does Pacio. Here comes the Filipino power. Rakes the elbow again.
Setting up an arm triangle. Let's see if he transitions over into the other side, but
he predicted submission by triangle, Mitch. Can it be prophetic here for Pacio?
You can see he's trying to get that arm underneath. This is what he's been working on. Mitsati's got to just kind of, ignore the posturing and put his hands on the hips and elevate Pacio.
It's the ground and pound from Pacio. Mitsati in trouble. The elbows. Look at him posture up again. This place going crazy. It's deafening for Pacio.
He's trying to scramble. This might be enough, but oh, Pacio takes the back, looking for that rear naked choke.
Pacio looking to send Manila into a meltdown in the last match of our prelims.
Take a look at the right, see that left hand of Pacio is underneath it, cradling that arm there, so he can use the right hand to try to get underneath the chin. It's close. Might be a little bit too high. He needs to settle down a little bit lower.
Mitsati is undefeated, 9-0. He may be staring down the barrel of his first ever loss.
Oh, look at Joshua Pacio.
He is! Pacio taps him out. Manila in a meltdown.
Reminds me a little bit of Sapo.
Really?
Sort of
yeah, no,
gauge,
I see that.
The
I see that.
intensity.
Head down, big shoulders. Yeah.
Joshua Pacio's threatening that push kick. You can see him trying to set up for it. Very light, spins to the side there. Good footwork, stays light on his feet. You can see the difference in just the stance alone, how Joshua's kind of nice and light on his feet, and Catalan's set and planted, just waiting almost for the counter strike.
Yeah, he's very planted, isn't he? And you know that he's setting up that kick. Oh, these are tremendously good kicks. It's a great contest when they're standing up. First minute of the first round was enthralling.
I have stats in there right now.
Catalan's got a nice little lean back. He judges his distance really well and evades the strikes of Pacio just by slowly moving out of the way. That's a lot of Muay Thai fighters fight that way, as they just kind of slip out of the way there.
Catalan, and you referred to it a moment ago, is almost static, isn't he? He's so planted, looking to set up that left leg kick.
Yeah, he's hunting for it. He knows it. I'd like to see him set it up with maybe some punches. You can see him just threaten it, and now Pacio knows it's coming, so he just hops out of the way.
Yeah, the fact that he's static is not a disadvantage, because he's so primed and poised to go that Pacio won't be trying to take any advantage of that static position.
He's throwing that kick like it's coming out of a catapult, just it's ready to go and fire at any moment. You can see him switching stances, though. He's going back and forth, changing things up a little bit. Up, waiting. Up, a little bit of a possible readjustment there of the groin there, protector. Doesn't seem to phase him, though.
Sweat dripping off these two already. after only 7 minutes of action. It's not the warmest arena we've ever been to. The air conditioning works very well here. Whoa, what a heavy takedown.
Really does a nice takedown. He gets in high and then just spins his opponents down as he puts him down onto the ground. Very good takedowns from Joshua Pacio. Ends up in side control, though. That's a very good. He doesn't have to work, doesn't have to expend any energy, and just ends up nicely in side control.
Halfway point in the fight. Pacio on top after 5 minutes, according to Rich Franklin.
Beautiful time step over there. He waited for the right moment, waited for both Catalan's feet to be planted on the mat, and he just steps over really fast and ends up in mount. Now he's got 2 minutes to do some big work here, so Catalan's got to start moving.
Clearly, this is where Passion develops the advantage. Catalan is covering up, not throwing anything back. Not all of those punches are getting through, but a few are, no question.
It's going to be stopped any minute now. You can't turtle up like that.
He covered up pretty well, you know, Robin Catalan. Only, I'd say, about 30% of those punches were landing, but the point is, nothing was coming back.
Round number 2 for your winner, by a referee stoppage due to strikes, Joshua Pacio!
Counters nicely with that left hook to the body.
Counter right hook there from Taligas, the southpaw, once again controlling center cage. Pacio on the outside, turning back kick, Uchidogeri from Joshua Pacio. Taligas edges forward, does have that one punch. Precision, so too Pacio, and it's good night, Irene. My word, what a knockout. Joshua Pacio back in the winner's circle.
That was superb. Out of nowhere, Joshua Pacio closes the show. Beautifully done. Turns the lights out. Look at his misses. Spinning back fist right on the button. Goes low with the leg kick. Follows it around. The guard is down.
It's just when we said Taligas had one punch KO power, just as we said it. Joshua Pacio, one punch KO. Good night, Roy Taligas. A spinning back fist of the highest order.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Mr. Ken Chen, has put a stop to this contest after 38 seconds in the second round. For your winner, by way of knockout, Joshua Pacio!
Listen to the ovation here in Manila. Lan Ming Chung wants to keep the contest on the feet. Pacio will test the striking, look for the takedown, and hope to sub him with a rear naked or a guillotine. Lan Ming Chung did say, I'll knock him out in 1 round. It was a bold prediction from the Chinese martial artist who lands an inside thigh kick. Pacio has got to have his defenses on the money. So too his counter-striking here, Mitch.
He's trying to time it, catches the low kick, transitions into a nice body clinch. Oh, double unders, easy, able to slide into side control. It's a bad spot for Lan Ming Chung to be in. He's got to create a little bit of movement. He throws his leg up, crosses it over his own leg, and that kind of prevents Joshua Pacio from sliding the knee onto his belly.
Let's see how Lan Ming Chung handles the ground. Off his back here, the Chinese cuts the hip into Pacio, drops the elbows to the ear of the Chinese martial artist. Here come the knees to the rib cage.
This is what we thought was going to be the difference maker in this match, is the grappling of Joshua Pacio. Typically with Sanda artists, you see them throw somebody and then they back off because that was a point scored. They don't typically stay on the ground. But with Joshua Pacio, he has a well-rounded ground game. Now he's on top, dropping a little bit of the elbows, trying to soften him up. Ooh, he steps over into mount. This is a bad spot for Lan Ming Chung.
Great fight for the legs, and he did so easily there, Joshua Pacio. What a ground display so far from Pacio.
Lan Ming Chung's got to let go of that body lock he's got. He's got to create a little bit of space. You can see the hips of Joshua Pacio are pressing down, and that's kind of neutralizing Lan Ming Chung from moving away.
Ground and pound here, still from the mount position from Joshua Pacio. Postures up now. There's the elbow. Turns the knuckles in off the right hand. Here are the elbows off the left from Pacio.
Elbows, punches coming down. Now he's attacking the body. I mean, Chunk's trying to bridge out, but he's got to let go of the body lock on Pacio.
Big elbow again from Joshua Pacio. Just past the halfway point of the opening round, and it's dominance here from the young Filipino.
Good hip pressure. He's got his legs sprawled out. He's pressing down on his hips. See that hip pressure? Mami Chang can't go anywhere. Now he's looking for possibly an arm triangle, but he's got to give up mount and go over to the other side.
Is it going to happen for Joshua Pacio? Can he find the finish on Mami Chang?
It's a tough spot to finish. He's got to get over onto the side. The arm triangle, he chooses to let it go.
And Mami Chang survives. At Pacio, it's all one-way traffic. Still in the full mount. How does Mami Chang get out of this match?
He's got to push off the hips and start bumping and elevate the hips of Joshua Pacio and then slide his hips out. He's got a bad spot, but he's choosing to defend the strikes. If you're in that spot, you know you're going to get hit. You've got to create scrambles. He's trying to move.
For the ground and pound, and Mami Chang gets his back. The rear naked. Pacio said he'd finish him with the rear naked. He's got the figure four, the body triangle. Tries to slap on the choke again. This crowd is deafening for Joshua Pacio. Can he find the finish?
Oh, as Mami Chang pushes off one arm, Joshua Pacio slides it in. There's the rear naked choke.
Yes, he's done it. He said rear naked choke. He scored rear naked choke. Joshua Pacio brings the house down. If the match was stopped right now, who would you have ahead?
And after the first round with the knockdown, beautiful kick there from Saruta. Saruta landed on Saruta. That big first round knockdown, but now I'm starting to see in the second, third round, Pacio starting to inch forward. I think he's more aggressive. I think his striking superiority is there.
That's a right counter from Pacio. After the really nice left hook from Saruta, under 3 minutes remains. Penultimate round of action here. Certainly seeing some heavier artillery being launched now by both of these world champions.
In the first match, we did not see Saruta do a kickboxing match with Joshua Pacio. He was going for takedowns. He was mixing things up. He was inside the clinch, wearing on Pacio. Now all he's doing now is just striking with him in the last couple rounds. But to answer your question, if the match was stopped right now, I might give a slight edge to the Team Lakay athlete.
Oh, come back!